BUKKEDEA are in kind of orange jersey and then white shorts that will be taking on. But lots of talents to be watching up for, and especially for Stahiza. And they have a couple of good names. I see Nakaiza Martina, Isabel Marion, Kembabazi Praise, Jovio Namatereka Mutesi Zanubia, and Namatovu Esther Akelo Jane, Maureen Nabuami, Nakalema Angela, Asianzi Lilian, Turiamzimo Prudence, Narukwago Shamim, Kembabazi Testimony, Gimborona, and Nakabugo Hawa. You will be knowing who starts and who is on the bench in the upcoming minutes. And for BUKKEDEA, lots of talents as well. And they could bring Sida Kevin in goal. And so many couple of defenders. Ndiona, Fatuma, Apecho, Elizabeth, Serene, Nambasa, Kabarunji Sharifa, Nambusu Rita, Adon Grace, Tumwebaze Paskazia, now Kenya Edith, Katusime Anet, Nasimbwa Mase, could be in their starting 11, and lots of options off the bench for BUKKEDEA, and those include Nakariango Agnestino Grace, Nakalumba Angel, and Namukose Catherine, Aguichi Farida, and now on they come to the pitch led by the three female referees. Of course, being female football, girls football, we need to see female referees working upon this, and that's what exactly we see. And on the right, that is Team BUKKEDEA in the orange shirts and white shorts, and Stahiza, they are doing the greeting, and they are in blue and white. That is on top and down, respectively. But these are two teams that have been delivering a very consistent performance. And Stahiza, of course, they are too good. They won all their group games. That is by beating Jija Comprehensive 1-0. And they beat St. Clair as well, 1-0. And they also beat Nyakasenyi by 2-1. But they had a very tough round of 32, facing the champions of Masaka region, that is Lamina. And the game ended 2-2 in normal time. But Stahiza held on and won on penalties. And they are doing very well. They are the champions. They are the runners-up of their zone. That is the Agre zone in ZZANA. And they lost to the final to St. Noah Girls. That is almost an obvious loss. And they finished 5th. That is in the rankings for Wakiso district to bring them to qualification for the national level. Whereas BUKKEDEA, of course, they are the bronze medalists of their region. That is, they lost to Amos College in the semi-final, another obvious loss for them, and they settled for 3rd place. That is in the Teso region. They had a very narrow win in the round of 62, round of 32 of this level, and they managed to get a 1-0 win against the silver medalist of Masaka region, and that was Masaka SS. But they had a very good run in the group. They haven't conceded any goal ever since the tournament started. They have only one draw. That was against Chisozi Seed in their group, but they managed to humiliate Kapchorwa. That is by 7-0, and they managed to beat Rutamaguzi by 3-0. That's their group. They topped it with 7 points, and that was a very good display for them. Scored 10 goals and conceded none, but lost points. That's 2 points to Chisozi Seed, and had a clean sheet in their way to the round of 16. That is by beating Masaka SS by 1-0 in the round of 32. So very, very much thrilling action to watch on your way today. So that is BUKKEDEA Comprehensive against Stahiza, another fixture of the round of 16. But remember, I'm your commentator, AP Aland, and we are live on the USSSA YouTube channel, and we are always live on Tayari West Television. That is channel 366 for the DStv, channel 356 for AZAM, and channel 468 for StarTimes, and then channel 077, that is for Zuku. And those of you with Afro mobile app, it is also available, and same applies to those with the free-to-air decoders. All the action is live from the USSSA Ball Games 1. That is in Mukono. And remember, in a few days from now, we shall be bringing you more thrilling action. That is from the city of Lira, and that will be boys football that will be boosting around in a few days from now. And now, So ready for kickoff, and looks like BUKKEDEA are in position to start the ball for today. And of course, that is if you watch the first game between Bonnie Council, a goal in the first minute won the game for Bonnie Council, and BUKKEDEA almost having the chance to have an early goal too, but not well capitalized by Katusime Anet, one of their strikers, and up the line is a throw in from Kabarungi. Sharifa has a good throw, well defended. Yeah. And now Stahiza chasing on, and no foul on her. And now turning up for Nalukwago Shamil, and ball out of play. That will be another throw in for BUKKEDEA, and Kabarungi Sharifa to take charge of the throw in for BUKKEDEA. And Sharifa has the throw on the line, well defended. And now behind Mutesi, Zanubia clears, but ball has a deflection, and once again, that's a throw in for Stahiza, and that will be Nakalema Angela to take charge of the throw. And Nakalema has it on the line and looking for Gimborona, and ball is back out of play. And once again, throw in for BUKKEDEA. Kabarungi Sharifa to take charge, and Sharifa has a long throw. Nice just control back to Sharifa. Long cross and a push in the box, but the goalkeeper Kembabazi Angela once again collects for Stahiza, and Kembabazi has a long ball up front, well met, and looking for the options below the wing for Katusime. And now Stahiza regain position, and Isianzi Lilian is fouled in the middle of the pitch. Free kick awarded to Stahiza. Low ball on from Akelo Jen, and well defended. Now down the wing, BUKKEDEA playing some good football, and Stahiza regain possession, and ball is deflected for a throw in for BUKKEDEA in the right back wing, and that is Serene Nambasa to take charge of the throw for BUKKEDEA. Ball on, headed into the middle. So much fight, and ball cleared, and there was a touch from the Stahiza lady, and that will be a throw in. Gimborona had a touch, and now a throw from Kabarungi Sharifa, and ball headed out for a foul, a push against Gimborona, and that will be a free kick. Throw in, yes, and on the line, looking for Kembabazi Testimony, headed away ball, and now on the upper wing, a run from Nabukenya Edith, not too good, and a throw for Stahiza, looking for Gimborona. Gimborona plays it in the middle, and looking for Gimborona once again, well met in the middle, and Gimborona still pushing forward and getting support, and Gimborona has options in the box, but a very bad cross, well collected by Sida Kevin. The goalkeeper for BUKKEDEA has a long ball up front, looking for Katusime Anet, well defended, and Nabukenya Edith has poor control. Gimborona collecting, and Edith regains possession, plays it in the middle with Nambusurita. Long cross, looking for Katusime Anet, making a very good run, and well defended by Stahiza for a throw in for BUKKEDEA. 0-0 meanwhile. None yet to find the back of the net against the opponent. And on the upper wing, Kabarungi Sharifa has the throw, chest control, and BUKKEDEA still pushing. And a nice stand from Nambusurita, has a shot but well collected. Defended chest control in the middle for Stahiza, looking for Kimbo. And so bad for Stahiza. And that is Maureen Nabwami down with some back pain. And the female team doctor on to take charge of her. Still 0-0. None yet to find the back of the net. And of course, Maureen needs so much attention. Back pain, some of the injuries that take so long to heal in football, but looks like she's going to be off for a minute and get some good medical attention. Not so good for her. And now, free kick awarded to Stahiza, exactly in the middle of the pitch. And they will be looking forward to pushing high. And ball well defended, looking for Katusime Anita for BUKKEDEA. Well defended in the upper wing. Well received by Nabukenya Edith. Passing it in the middle. And looking for Masi Natsibwa. Opting to change wing, looking for Tumwemaze Paskazia. Playing it back. And a good pass looking for Nambusurita. Plays it on the lower wing for Nasimbwa Masi. And her efforts a little bit blocked. And Kembabazi Angela collects once again for Stahiza. Has a long ball, well headed away. And in the left wing, Kabarunji Shalifa plays it with Nabukenya. Nabukenya struggling hard, plays again with Kabarunji. Ball well defended and now chance. And Nasimbwa Masi playing it with Tumwebaze Paskazia on the lower wing and plays it backwards. A delivery from Serene Nambasa block. And now Adong Grace has a long ball over and once again collected by Stahiza. Kembabazi Angela has a long kick of the ball. Well defended and in the middle. Well passed. Looking for Kimbo and intercepted once again. Very good run from Kabarunji Sharifa. Delivering a ball into the box, well defended, and Stahiza Gimborona loses possession, headed well by the centre back, and now in the middle, a push, and the referee plays advantage. Now back in the Stahiza box, and the goalkeeper Kembabazi Angela collects once again to have safe possession of the ball, plays it in the middle. Nice chest control from Prudence and plays it on the upper wing. And she fails control. That is Nakalema Angela. And ball is out. Kabarunji Sharifa to take charge of the BUKKEDEA throw in. And Kabarunji has the ball on. Well controlled and in the middle. Kimborona doing some good footwork. And on the upper wing, Nalukwago Shamim loses possession to Kabarunji. And Shamim has a very good tackle. And Kabarunji making a very good run on the line. And making so good defense of her ball. But Kabarunji plays a safety first and puts the ball out of play. That will be a throw in on the upper wing for Stahiza. And throw in. Back to Izabayo, has a long ball up, and Stahiza playing back ball, and that's possession lost. A long ball now, up front looking for Katusime Anet, chasing, and the goalkeeper for Stahiza once again, Kembabazi, collects, plays a long ball, headed and in, the centre back options, Apecho Elizabeth, connecting with Ndiona Fatuma, and using the upper wing of Nabukenya Edith, has a long ball, and now well defended, but not yet over, and a long shot from Katusime Anet, not so much to pressure Kembabazi in goal for Stahiza, and ball once again headed. Stahiza trying to control, and in the middle, looking for the Nabukenya wing, but Stahiza regain possession, and very bad pass from Maureen Nabwami and ball out of play. Kabalunzi Sharifa to take charge of the throw-in, and back in the throw-in, headed by Jimbo Rona, and Kabarunji has a bad throw this time round, and throw-in, looking for Jimbo on the line, but well defended and cleared away by Adon Grace, and back to Kabarunji wing. Kabarunji leaves it for Apecho. Apecho has a long ball, well knocked in, and throw in once again for Stahiza, and Nakalema Angela to take charge of this. Nakalema looking for Gimbo on the line, well defended by BCS, and in the middle, Annette putting some pressure, and there is a block, and in the middle now, Nambu Surita making a good through pass, but well defended. And BUKKEDEA still pushing hard. Nambusu loses possession to Gimbo. Rona, nice run on the line. Gimbo delivering a cross in. And well defended. But Gimbo regains possession. Another good cross. And now the goalkeeper, Sida Kevin, off the line to collect for BUKKEDEA. Kevin has a long ball, headed, and on the line, Labu Kenya chasing, defended now to Gimbo. Gimbo Rona. Gimbo making some good trickery, but well defended, and throw in for Stahiza. Angela. Nakalema plays in the middle with Izabayo. Izabayo crosses it long, looking for Lilian Isianzi, and the goalkeeper once again, Sida Kevin, collects. Kevin plays a very long ball, headed backwards, and they meet. Stahiza defending, and now Katusime for BUKKEDEA has a foul played, and free kick awarded to Stahiza. Stahiza have a long ball, and well defended by Apecho, and the referee flags her offside, and that will be a free kick, and Ndiona Fatuma to take charge of the BUKKEDEA free kick. Fatuma, long ball over, and Gimbo has some defensive help. Plays in the middle for Izabayo, headed away by Apecho. Through pass ongoing, looking for the lower wing, and once again, Ndiona plays very well, and cleared by Serene Nambasa on the lower wing. Throw in for BUKKEDEA. And a quick reaction from Stahiza, but that will be a rethrow from BUKKEDEA, and they have it using the lower wings, and Apecho doing communication with Kabarunji Sharifa looking for Nabukenya. Nice interception, plays it in the middle. Adon Grace has a long one, headed away, and in the middle, Nambu Surita playing again with Adong. Adong has a good pass, looking for Nasimba Maze, who has a push on Izabayo, and that is a free kick to Stahiza, close to the center of the pitch. Stahiza have a free kick, long ball on, and well defended. Now in the lower wing, BUKKEDEA have a long ball over, poor head, and the goalkeeper Kembamazi collects again, plays a long ball, headed in the middle, looking for Kabarunji, heading it to Nabukenya, playing it in the middle. And now, so much good footwork and cleared away by Nabwami. And now using the Kenya wing, BUKKEDEA have a chance for the first, and she's brought down. The referee plays advantage, and Nabu Kenya regains possession on the line. Kabarunji doesn't play it good enough, and now Stahiza Gimborona making good runs on the line. She makes a very good run. Gimbo still pushing forward, and Apecho takes good charge of her. Apecho makes a dribble on the line. Apecho playing in the middle, intercepting, plays it back, and now a chance. And that shot was too little from Priyamusima Prudence. And the goalkeeper, Sida Kevin, collects very comfortably. And now in the middle, a shot blocked. And now a run from Stahiza. Lilian Isianzi passing it very well on the upper wing, looking for Gimbo. Rona has a run on the line, but well taken charge by Apecho. And ball once again out of play for a goal kick for BUKKEDEA. BUKKEDEA, and that will be Ndiona Fatuma taking charge of the kick, and the kick is off target. Throw in Stahiza, and Gimborona has it out of play once again. And the throw, looking for Nabu Kenya. Nabu Kenya has a switch play in the lower wing, looking for Paskazia Tumwebaze. Plays it backwards to Nambasa, loses possession, but cleared away by Apecho. And shaky control. Now in the lower wing, balls Tumwebaze Paskazia, making a run in the box, but well defended by Maureen Nabwami. And ball out of play for a corner for BUKKEDEA, and Serene Nambasa leaves it for Nambus Rita to take charge. And Nambusu delivers a good corner, and almost for Apecho, but not so good on target. And ball is out for a goal kick for Stahiza. In the wee hours of the gloaming for the first half of the game, Stahiza Standard High School ZZANA nil, BUKKEDEA nil, and now Nabu Kenya having some good trickery up, playing it back to Kabarunji. Nice dribble, Kabarunji. Good dribbles, looking for Katusime in the middle. Well defended by Stahiza. Izabayo making some good battle for the ball. Loses possession, and in the middle, nice footwork from Prudence to Riamsima, but loses possession on the lower wing. And Prudence has a good through pass on the line. Gimbo changes the wing, and well defended by Ndiona Fatuma to put it out of play. That will be a throw in for Stahiza, and that will be Akelo Jen, shot number 20, Stahiza, to take charge. And she has a long throw headed on. Gimbo in the penalty area, setting it up the box. A nice save from Sida Kevin once again. Very good shot. And now, utilizing the upper wing, Stahiza play it back to Maureen Nabwami. Has a long kick, And Pecho controls, plays it in the middle for Adon. Adon playing it down the flops. Backwards to Ndiona. Changing the wing below. Nice control in the lower wing by Tumwebaze Pascazia, who loses possession, but they regain. Katusime looking for Nabukenya. Nabukenya has a photo and plays it on the lower wing. And Tumwebaze Pascazia down, but the referee says no foul. And in the back for Stahiza, cleared away, but not yet over. And a long ball from Nasim Wamasi. Well taken charge of by the goalkeeper Kembabazi. Has a long kick. Well defended. Ndiona kicks it high up. Not too good. And almost a shaky foul. And now Katusime Anet collects. But the ball is taken away. Kimborona in the lower wing, making a very good run and a push on Serene Nambasa. And that will be a free kick for BUKKEDEA in the lower wing. And Ndiona Fatuma, once again their set piece specialist, takes charge with on ball in, but well taken charge of. And in the middle, Stahiza have a ball in, looking for their forward, but well defended. And in the middle, Izabayo. Izabayo has a long cross in the ball, but well taken charge of. And now using the lower wing. And that is Pascazia Tumwebaze, involved in a battle, and ball is out. BUKKEDEA throw. Serene Nambasa has a throw on the line and well defended in the middle. Leona involved in winning an aerial duel and well defended away by Akelogen. Ball high up, looking for Anet Katusime. Has a nice control. Change of the wing. And Nabukenya, her efforts are blocked and throw in Stahiza. Ball on the line. And a nice dribble for Stahiza. And that is Yanzi. Lilian losing possession. Now BUKKEDEA having a good throw pass. Looking for Katusime Anet. Anet plays it up for Pascazia and long ball across. Headed away. Pascazia. Almost wiring a shot, but well defended. And now Stahiza looking for testimony Kembabazi up front, but Apecho takes good shield of her. And ball once again out of play. Throw in. Akelogen to take the throw. Stahiza. Akelo, a throw on the line, headed into the box. Gimbo, Rona has nice trickery, and the referee calls it faking. And still down for Akelogen, has a good cross in, and handball by Lilian Sianzi. And that will be a free kick for BUKKEDEA. Leona Fatuma to take charge of that. Gimbo still limping and looks to be having back pain. Diona Fatuma. Long ball headed by Stahiza. And now Lillian doing some good magic. Plays it on the line. And across delivered in the box. Apecho clears and Zabayo setting it. And now BUKKEDEA clear looking for Nabukenya. Plays it on the line. And well cleared by Nambusu Nasindo. And ball on. Apecho playing with Kabarunji. And now they lose possession in a bad area. And Apecho regains possession. Apecho with a through pass. Giving the wing of Nabukenya. Breaks in. Plays in the middle. Looking for Adong. Has a diagonal on. Looking for Pascazia to Mwebaze. And well taken care of by Akelo Jen, who clears the ball for territory. And BUKKEDEA have a tactical play for safety first. Liona Fatuma putting it out to ask for support. And throw in on the low wing for Stahiza. Akelo Jen has the throw on the line back to Akelo Jen. Very good cross in, looking for Isianzi. Headed away and BUKKEDEA need to save corner. And she plays safety pass for a throw in. Kabarungi Sharifa. Nice play from her. And throw in on the upper wing. Angela. Playing it on the line. Now Nabukenya regains possession. Playing with Kabarunji, who clears the ball for safety. But not far enough. A nice tricks from Isianzi. And Apecho clears for BUKKEDEA. Back in Kabarunji. Heading it in the middle. And Izapayo intercepts for Stahiza. Now Annette is down, but she is on the fouling side. And free kick Stahiza. But Annette, come to see me, looks to be in pain. And the team doctor needs to be on. And that is Safina Nacheyune to give first aid for BUKKEDEA. And looks like Katusime Annette needs some good medical attention for BUKKEDEA. But of course, lots of options on the bench for BUKKEDEA. Nakaliango Agnes, one of them, very good player. Tino Grace also available. Nakalumba Angel and Namokose Catherine could all avail some good options for the infield players for BUKKEDEA in case of injury. But Katusime Annette is fortunately back up. And that will be a free kick for Stahiza. And Maureen Nabwami to take charge of it. Nabwami has a good ball in Apecho heads bad, but the goalkeeper Sida Kevin collects. Long ball from Kevin. Up front. Well headed by Akelo Jen. And off it goes for a throw in. And Serene Nambasa for BUKKEDEA. Bad throw. And intercepted by Shamim Nalukwago. but back out of play. Throw in for BUKKEDEA on the lower wing. Serene Nambasa has a throw on the line. Well defended by Stahiza. And now on the lower wing, Nalukwago Shamim loses possession. And now a nice through pass on the lower wing. Cut back, but not good enough. And Stahiza clear it away. And in the middle, backwards for Kabarunji Sharifa for BUKKEDEA. And Sharifa playing it on the line for Nabokenya. And Lilian Ifyanzi intercepts, but BUKKEDEA wins it. And that was nice defense now. And in the middle, nice dribble from Sima Prudence. And now using the Lilian Ifyanzi wing. Lilian has a good run. Lilian, nice footwork, but well defended by Apecho, who clears the ball. Back to Nabwami Morin. Has a long ball on, well controlled. And BUKKEDEA. Wow, that was a nice trickery in the middle of the pitch. And now using the Nabokenya wing. Nabokenya Edith trying to do some nice footwork and has a change of the wing, but well intercepted by Akelo. And in the middle is Zabayo. Plays it on the lower wing. And now they use the attacking option. And well defended out by Serene Nambasa. Throw in Stahiza. Akero Jen to have the throw. And now BUKKEDEA back in play, looking for Katusime Annette up front, and Annette loses the ball. But a free kick on her. The foul. Free kick BUKKEDEA. Ndiona Fatuma to take charge. And Fatuma has a long ball. And Stahiza, danger in the box. Nabokenya battling for the ball, but well defended. And Stahiza, a battle between Nasimbwa Masi and Namatovu Esther, but ball out of play. And throw in. Free kick. Stahiza. Cleared away for safety. Oh, that was bad from Nasimbwa Masi. And that is the halftime whistle. And Stahiza and BUKKEDEA both have a lot to do in the halftime team talk if they are to get a goal to break the dreadlock and win them the game, or else the game could be decided by spot kicks, which is a no man's land. Halftime, Stahiza 0, BUKKEDEA Comprehensive 0 as well. And BUKKEDEA Comprehensive, a knockout game. If it ends like this after full time, then we go to penalties. Game to be decided in spot kicks. So one of the two teams needs to break the dreadlock ASAP. And now, So much battle for the ball and free kick awarded to BCS. BUKKEDEA have a free kick. In the lower wing. And from the lower wing, Pecho has a long cross. Headed and out of play. And that will be a throw-in for Stahiza. On the upper wing, goal kick. And the goalkeeper resumes play. Nabwami loses the ball in the middle of the pitch. And nice recovery, looking for Gimbo. Plays it up front, looking for Kembaba's testimony. Losing possession to Apecho. Apecho has a long ball on the lower line. And ball dispossessed, but well cleared away by Serene Nambasa. And Apecho has gone through on the lower wings. And playing it forward. Stahiza defend well, and that will be a throw-in for BUKKEDEA in the left back position. And Kabarunji Sharifa has the throw and headed in the middle. And now Shamim Nalukwago has a good through pass, but Apecho once again defending so well. And of course, lots of games going on elsewhere. And updates from the UCU basketball courts. St. Joseph's Vocational College, that is Jovok. They beat Makerere College, Marcos, in the basketball boys, 36-21. And Mbara High School also have a narrow win against St. Joseph's College Ombachi, 21-20. And Seta High Nama also beat Bugema Adventist by 49-21. That's some of the updates at the UCU basketball courts. Of course, I'll be bringing you more. It goes on. And on the upper wing, Nabu Kenya, Edith has a long pass looking for Annette. And Annette being searched for again. Akelo plays well, and in the middle, Nasim Wamase and loses possession. Now in the middle, so much battle for the ball. And that is Adom Grace playing it backwards to Nabu Kenya. Now moving forward, Nabu Kenya has a long ball, but blocked, and Akelo Jen plays it for a corner for BUKKEDEA. The first corner of the second half coming from the upper wing. And that will be Nambusu Rita to deliver for BUKKEDEA. Nambusu signals to bring. And she delivers and go the line. So much fight. And this is so much frustration for BUKKEDEA. The ball hits the floor. So unlucky. And another attempt in, but off target. BUKKEDEA so unlucky. So unlucky moment for them. How could that have not gone in? 0-0 still the scoreline. Standard High ZZANA have a narrow escape, and BUKKEDEA so unlucky. And so many mistakes for Stahiza at the back line. If they don't take so good cautious, could consider reckless goal, and Kembabazi Angela collects for Stahiza. But more of the updates at the UCU basketball courts. In basketball for boys, Hope SS beat Namugongo Vocational by 47-12, and Comprehensive College Chikitekika beat Duhaga SS 32-28. And St. Bali Kudembe also beat Ginger College 30-21. And St. Cyprian Chabakade beat St. Joseph's College Laibi by 56-17. That's some of the updates from the UCU basketball courts. And more of the updates. Seta High Nama also beat Bugema Adventist SS 49-21. And Ginger SS had a clean sheet win. They beat Faith High School by 20-0. That's it so far. And a very good cross for BUKKEDEA. But well collected once again by Kembabazi, Angela. And player down for Stahiza. And that is Maureen Nawami. Saying there was a pressure in her and reckless push. And she seems to have a little bit of the injury. But the referee plays a fair play. And ball on, headed in the middle by Ndiona, and down the flag, Angela making a very good run, but a push against Pascazia Mwebaze, and that will be a free kick. So, BUKKEDEA and Ndiona has a long ball, well defended. Now Stahiza play nice defense. And ball is out of play. Throw in BUKKEDEA. And that will be Serene Nambasa to take on the throw. Nambasa has the throw. Well received on the line. And now, nice turn, but throw in Stahiza. And Akelogen has the throw. Well defended by Nambasa. And in the middle, a long kick from Adong, but well collected by the goalkeeper. Kembabazi has another long kick down the slopes, looking for a good pass up front. And Shamim Nalkwago is taken charge of, but a throw in for Stahiza down the wing. Ball is on, looking for Shamim again. And a shaky cross in. And once again, Shamim Nalukwago is blocked by Apecho, making a run, utilizing Prudence to Riamusima, but ball out of play. And a throw, Akelogen to take charge. Akelogen has the throw on and towards the box. Ball cleared and out of play. Another throw in for Stahiza. Akelogen to take charge of that once again. Akelo has a good throw, headed into the penalty area, cleared by Ndiona, but blocked, and for a throw in for BUKKEDEA. Talking more of the updates, we have updates from the Seroma Court, that is Seroma Court 2, from the girls basketball 5x5, and Navisunsa, the Sunsas win against Seta Main 49-29. The Sunsas are always very good in basketball. And St. Noah Girls also beating St. Michael High 60-14. And Harding Christian also beat St. Augustine College 21-11. And Hope SS also beat Tororo Girls School 45-18. And the chance and nice play from the goalkeeper, Cedar Kevin, to keep them in the game, but not yet over. In the middle, Stahiza attacking Lillian, and nice defense, and BUKKEDEA Nabukenya protecting her ball very well, plays it back, and a diagonal pass in the middle, looking for Nambusurita, plays it below the wings. Now they gain possession. Stahiza using the lower wing, a nice pass from, that is Angela, and ball is out of play. Angela to take on the throw in. Nakalema has it on the line, but well taken charge of once again. Throw in Stahiza. And then talking about the boys basketball updates from Seroma, and so many goals flying in the boys basketball 3x3, and Seta A campus managed to beat Mbogo Mixed 8-5. St. Michael High beat Gombe SS 7-2, and St. Maria Goretti Impiji managed to beat Janan High School 4-3, and Sacred Heart Mushanga also beat Kajansi 9-7, and Seta A campus also beat Janan High 11-5, and St. Michael High beat Kajansi Progressive 13-7. Seroma Christian High School, the host, beat Mbogo Mixed by 13-6, and Hilton High School beat Chirakore Jibutiki by 7-2. Part of the updates from the basketball boys 3x3. Corner for Stahiza. Nice delivery, and the header finds the back of the net, and Stahiza mixing the tea, and that is Isianzi Lillian to get the first goal in the round of 16 fixture. Isianzi, what a header! And so far, both games of the round of 16 are decided by headers at Nachisunga, the Chetume FC pitch, and Stahiza now have a goal that could be a carry-over for them on their way to the quarterfinals. But not yet over enough. And now, ball over for a throw-in for BUKKEDEA. BUKKEDEA have a lot to do. And now, Apecho has a throw into the penalty area, well defended and fighting from Angela. And ball cleared away for safety by Stahiza. And now, making a run on the lower line. Close blocked by Isianzi and played out by Maureen Nabwami for a corner for BUKKEDEA. One of the few last chances that BUKKEDEA have to revive their game. Corner from the lower wing. Good cross in for BUKKEDEA. Well defended Stahiza. And now Prudence to Riamusima chasing on. Prudence has a nice delivery. Switching play. And well defended now. And Ndiona plays it back in the half. But she is flagged offside, unfortunately. Nasimbwa Masi almost getting chance. And Stahiza have to play it. And a little bit of the updates from the girls 3x3 basketball. This is 3x3 now, not 5x5. And Seroma Christian High School, the hosts, beat Nabisusa. The Susas lost to Seroma 11-5. And St. Mary's Chitende also beat Tororo Girls 11-7. And Chitante Hill beat Seta A Campus by 5-4. And Hope SS Nachirere beat Chinawa High School 11-2. And Trinity College Nabingo beat St. Michael High by 9-4. And now, here we go on the lower line. Stahiza pushing to get the second of the game. And a rough play against the Sianzi Lillian. She was down, but now up. And ball intercepted for a throw for Stahiza in the lower wing. Angela. And remember, so much action. Will be back tomorrow for the quarterfinals of the rugby. And Of course, very good fixtures to look up to for the Rugby 15s. And the quarterfinals will be live tomorrow. That is on the USSSA YouTube channel and live on Tayari West TV, 366 on DStv, 356 on AZAM, 077 on Zuku, and 468 on StarTimes. Also available on the Afro Mobile app and also available on the free-to-air decoders. And Nabo Kenya making a run into the box, well blocked and using the upper wing. Now Stahiza playing for safety. And on the line, a tackle on Testimony Kembabazi, and the ball is out of play. And Kembabazi requesting for the ball and throw in for BUKKEDEA. And Serene Nambasa has the throw. And looking for Nabo Kenya, but looks like there is a foul. And a foul. And time out break for both teams, and BUKKEDEA so disappointed. And Stahiza being so lucky to have a goal that separates the game. A very good header from Isianzi Lilian, creating the difference now. But updates from the Rugby 15s, the boys. Of course, we have so much of the action coming tomorrow on the quarterfinals. And King's College Budo, the three-time consecutive time defending champions, will be taking on Busoga College. Miri, Mbarara High School will be taking on SMAC, St. Mary's College Chisubi, and Ginger SS will be taking on Makerere College, and Ntare School will be taking on Namiriango. So unfortunate draw for the two Ankole region sides. And now up. Nice play, but well defended by Angela. And on the lower wing, well defended. And Kabarunji Sharifa making a very good run on the lower wing. Sharifa has a very good pass, but well defended by Naboami Morin. And off the line, the ball goes, and that will be a throw in for BUKKEDEA. And ball on, waiting for a decent delivery, and well defended by Namatovu Esther. And on the lower wing, Angela has a long ball. Apecho plays it back, and Stahiza kick it far away for territory. And now Testimony chasing on, and she plays safety first. Diona Fatuma playing a safety first. And up the line, we have a throw for Stahiza. And Akelojen walks like she doesn't want to throw the ball. A trick of time wastage for the leading team. A narrow lead for Stahiza, still making them a little bit comfortable. And a bad throw from Akelojen. The mood for the throw wasn't too good. And just like that, the throw was bad. And now Diona Fatuma playing a long ball. And BUKKEDEA looked to be so tired of chasing. And that was some nice play from Akelojen. Akelojen has the throw on the line. Well defended. And now Lilian Isianze waiting for the through pass. And keeper to beat Lilian. Too slow. And Lilian, nice trickery. Lilian almost getting a press on the day. You can arguably call her the best player of the game so far. And she's so good. Almost hitting it with her weaker foot. But not too good enough now. Diona has a long ball over. Poor defense. And cleared away by Akelo. And now, in the middle, Akeloje plays it out safe. And now, Akeloje regains possession, but ball dropped away. Apecho Elizabeth now in front looking for goal. And in the box, nice shield from Maureen Nabwami to be a goal kick for Stahiza. In badminton, St. Michael High School Sunday beat Janan SS 3-0. Chinawa High School Kawempe beating Wampewo Ntake 3-0. And Chinawa High School Mugongo beating Luviri SS 3-1. 3 Sahajanab School beat Sacred Heart SS 3-0. And Seta High Green also beat St. Joseph's SS 3-1. And Apecho with the keeper to beat. And a very soft shot. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper, Kembabazi Angela. Doing so far so well in the game. The captain of the team. Keeping them in the game. Has a long ball in Apecho. Misses on it. But not yet over. Nambusu. Another cross in. And what a very good goalkeeping from Kabarunji. But not yet over. And Stahiza defends so well. And the goalkeeper in the middle of the pitch. Sida Kevin. How ambitious is that? And that will be a throw in on the lower wings. And throw in on. And now BUKKEDEA regaining possession. And change of the wing. Prudence Suryamusima, but the referee has something to say. Girl down for Stahiza. And that is Izabayo down. Mutesi Zanubia Izabayo is down for Stahiza. And we wait and see, but talking about badminton girls, Seta High School A-level campus beat Shinawa by 3-2. Shinawa High School Mugongo and Kakungulu Memorial beat St. Mary's College Namagunga 3-0. Nabisusa Girls beat Wampe Wontake 3-0. And Mengo SS beat Seta High School Green 3-1. Seroma Christian High School, the hosts, beat Mengo SS 3-0. Bishop's SS Iganga beat Bishop SS beat Iganga 3-0. Mbogo High School beat Kakungulu Memorial 3-0. Shri Sahajanad School beat Rubiri SS 3-0. Trinity College Nabingo beat Seta High Green 3-0. And St. Michael's High School beat St. Mary's Namagunga 3-1. And Lubaga Girls beat Wampe Wontake by 3-0. But just know that you have all the action live for you on the USSSA YouTube channel and also available on Tayari West TV Irakaritu. That is channel 366 for DStv and channel 356 for AZAM, channel 077 for Zuku, and then channel 468 for StarTimes, and also available on the Afro mobile app, and also available on the FreeToAir decoders. And looks like it's a very, very cautious moment for Mutesi Zanubia Izabayo. For Standard High School ZZANA, they still lead the game, but not so good news for them. And taking good charge of her, and she's going to be off the pitch, bedridden. Very vital injury for her. And of course, the medical team from the Ministry of Health, Emergency Medical Services are on. Not a good scenario on the pitch. Tahiza trying to have a little bit of the medical attention. But updates from the table tennis match for results. Mbogo College beat Seroma Christian High School 3-0. Awanda SS beat Sacred Heart Moshanga 3-0. Mbogo Mix also beat Seta High Green 3-0. And Janan SS beat Nabisunsa 3-1. Mbogo College beat Kawanda SS 3-0. And Mbogo Mix beat Nabisunsa. The Sunsas lost 3-0. And Seta High Green beat Mary Hills High School by 3-1. That is in girls table tennis for the match day 4 results. And talking about basketball boys from the Seta University basketball courts in day 4, Namiriango College beat St. Leo's College Chegobe 36-18. St. Andrea Kawa beat Holy Cross Ginger 28-18. And Bishop Cyprian Chihanjire beat the Janan Schools by 34-19. And on the pitch, Kembabazi Testimony, looking to be badly injured, will be taken off. And not so good news to see. A very sorrowful moment for Stahiza. Despite having the narrow lead, they have a player being carried off. A few minutes to go. Referee looking at her watch, but looks like there is a substitution. For Stahiza to replace Kembabazi Testimony, who is off due to injury, and on comes Isabel Marion. Marion Isabel to replace, and Akerogen running for ball on but not on a line, and throw in for BUKKEDEA. That is Namukose Catherine, the new substitute on. Ball headed back in, looking for Apecho. Well defended. And now Rona clears up front. Ball in the air. And now looking for the upper wing. Across from Serene Nambasa. And the goalkeeper once again collects Kembabazi Angela, the captain of the team, putting on a captain performance. Has a long kick. And in the middle, ball is cleared. Headed away back. And now, so close for BUKKEDEA. And the turn shot. Not on target from Tumwebaze Paskazia. And ball is out for a goal kick. And Kembabazi, the captain, resumes play. Looking for Akerogen on the wing. Has a good ball in. And now utilizing the wing of Rona. But not too good enough. And now Nambasa having the run, but ball blocked for a throw in. And Namukose Catherine to take charge of the BUKKEDEA throw. Catherine has a ball in. And a bad throw for a throw now in favor of Stahiza. And BUKKEDEA are running out of time. They need an equalizer as up. And now, Stahiza, a run from Shamim Nalukwago, dispossessed. And now in the middle, BUKKEDEA have a switch play from Masina Simbwa. And ball blocked in the middle. Still fighting hard is BUKKEDEA. And now pass on, but Angela playing for safety. And now, well defended, using the lower wing. A run from Gimbo Rona, playing it in the middle for Shamim Nalukwago, pushing on, and Gimbo Rona lets it out, and a throw in for BUKKEDEA Comprehensive, who are probably running out of time. And the ball is on play. Well defended. And the goalkeeper Kembabazi Angela once again collects. Angela, Standard High School ZZANA, has a long ball headed into the back. A nice control. And Apecho puts it in front. But well defended. And on the lower line, looking for Gimbo. Rona has a very good overlap on the lower line. Gimbo plays it backwards for Isianzi. The goal scorer has a very good one in the box. Not well met. And the goalkeeper Kevin plays a pass on the line. Looking for Serene Nambasa. And ball out of play for a throw in for Standard High. And Akerogen to take charge of the throw. Akerogen has the throw. Ball back to Akelo. Plays it on. And in the middle. Lost possession. And ball comes on for Isabel Marion, the substitute, who replaced the injured Kembabazi. And ball cleared out for a throw in for Stahiza. The referee should surely be looking at her watch. And Stahiza could soon join the big girls into the quarterfinals. The likes of Rhines SS, the likes of Noah, the likes of Kawempe, and the likes of Bonnie Consil could be joined by Stahiza in a few minutes from now if BUKKEDEA can't get an equalizer. And ball on. Nambasa tackle on and throw in for BUKKEDEA. Serene Nambasa to have the throw and leaves it for Catherine Namukose. has the ball on the line. Well defended. A nice trickery to clear the ball. And a nice ball from Misianzi. And the goalkeeper, Sida Kevin, collects once again. Has a very long ball over. And well headed away by Stahiza in the middle. Is Prudence to Riamusima. Passing it comfortably to Shamim Nalukwago. Nalukwago Shamim. Once again playing with Turiamusima. And now Marion loses possession. And BUKKEDEA have the ball again. Nice throw pass using the wing of Annette. Annette making a good run. Annette has the ball in the box. Well defended by Angela. And ball is on the line. Passed on the line for Gimborona. Has a very bad control. And the ball is out of play. And that will be a throw in for team BUKKEDEA. And they are requesting for a free kick. And one last chance. But ball blocked for what could be the last corner for BUKKEDEA. Last chance for them. One of the kind. And the corner from the lower wing. Good corner delivered. Hits the post. BUKKEDEA are just unlucky not to score. As soon as the match. And ball out for a throw in for BUKKEDEA. They are in their final hours. You can call it the 11th hour of the game. And on the upper wing, we have a throw. And throw is on. Headed back in play. And they regain position. Stahiza, Kelo Angela, clearing it for territory. Miscommunication for BUKKEDEA. And the player is down. And that was an unfortunate play from BUKKEDEA. Miscommunication. And Ndiona Fatuma had a blind ball hit his own player. And the medical team is on. And so unfortunate moment for BUKKEDEA. They've played convincingly very well. But it could be an unfortunate departure for them. And that will be a fair play, but in favor of BUKKEDEA. And Ndiona Fatuma to take charge of it. Ndiona has a long ball up front and headed away by Akelo Jen. And that will be a throw in for BUKKEDEA. And ball on. Stahiza have to defend well in this. Apecho has a ball in. And BUKKEDEA appealing for a penalty, but the referee says no. And now, one good chance for BUKKEDEA. Well blocked and well defended finally by Maureen Nabwami. So good for her. And substitution on for Stahiza. One last substitution for Standard High. And automatic need for fresh legs for them. And BUKKEDEA in the dying minutes now, making one last dance and throw in Stahiza. Throw in on. And on the lower wing, once again, ball out. Throw in Stahiza. Ball on the line. Well defended by BUKKEDEA. And cleared away by Izabayo, who is doing some good footwork in the middle. And now they lose possession. Looking for Apecho on the front line. Apecho pushing harder in the penalty area. And Apecho's cross blocked. That will be a corner. Another chance for BUKKEDEA to revive their game. And on the upper wing, Nambusu Rita to deliver the corner. The fans are so optimistic of what could come out of the corner. And the referee commanding peace in the box. And ball on in the box. Apecho! One last one! The ball is an equalizer! Let what's BUKKEDEA! And 1-1! Stahiza so frustrated. What a moment for BUKKEDEA. And Right Honorable Anita Monk should be celebrating that too in the chair where she is watching from. And BUKKEDEA get a hard fought for equalizer. And the referee has something to say. Player injured in the celebrations. You can imagine how anxious the players were. And the player is injured in a celebration. But so good moment for BUKKEDEA. A well-deserved equalizer. They've played very, very good from the kickoff. And they've pushed so hard ever since they conceded first. And finally, they get what they deserve. And by look of things, the game could be decided by spot kicks. And most of the fans were already shouting ref time. And that's sports. Football is a matter of time. It's never over until it's over. And before the referee's final whistle, you never know what comes out of it. So, and wow. Wow, wow, wow. 1-1. BUKKEDEA back on the pitch. Player injured for BUKKEDEA. And that could force a substitution. And the goalkeeper too for BUKKEDEA is down. The goalkeeper for BUKKEDEA is down. And that is Sida Kevin. Has had a very good game, by the way. And need for medical attention. And so much medical attention in this game, so much medical chaos. The goalkeeper for BUKKEDEA. Remember, we already have a player out for Stahiza. That is Kembaba's testimony. And now 2 BUKKEDEA players down. After BUKKEDEA getting a late equalizer. Now shall we call it tears of joy? Now the goalkeeper fan base says she's scared of the penalty kicks. Wow. And medical attention on BUKKEDEA was a very good moment for them. But looks like they played overtime. And we wait and see what comes out of it. But BUKKEDEA very lucky in the dying minutes. That could have been the final chance of the game. And they well managed to convert it. And so good for them. And change of things. And by this time now, teams should be weighing their capability of the goalkeepers to save them in the penalty spot kicks. And probably the better coaching staffs should now be selecting their best penalty takers, because it looks like the game could be decided in spot kicks. Of course, the goalkeeper can't be taken off for the game to continue, because that's a very crucial number. The goalkeeper always needs special attention. And now both teams doing some last minute team talk. Elsewhere, Stahiza warming and feeling very comfortable of the game. And goalkeeper BUKKEDEA looks to be fit to be back. And to be honest, both teams should now be very confident in their goalkeepers, because they've really had a good game. That is Kembabazi Angela for Stahiza and Sida Kevin for BUKKEDEA. They've both pulled out a couple of saves, and we hope to see, in case of the penalty shootouts, who goes on better. And BUKKEDEA goalkeeper having the final touches of her medical attention. Second half could go up to as high as 1 hour now. And finally, up again she is. Sida Kevin in the goals for BUKKEDEA, and in the middle of the pitch, we go again, and goal stands for BUKKEDEA. And now, that was the final chance for BUKKEDEA, and they used it very well to grab a late equalizer for them, and Stahiza players down on their knees, dejected, devastated, disappointed, and totally defeated for conceding a very late equalizer. And at full time, BUKKEDEA won, Stahiza won. Up next are the penalty shootouts. No extra time, no bargains, and now the goalkeepers should be steady enough to do something for their teams. And BUKKEDEA was a very strong fight for them. And to resurrect their chances, but both teams have to get enough of the penalty shooters to make sure they do some good work for them in the upcoming penalties. A very short break. We shall be back with the penalty shootouts. For the first penalty for Stahiza, and that is one Stahiza and 0 BUKKEDEA. Now BUKKEDEA going for their first as well. Tumwebaze Paskazia to take the first penalty for BUKKEDEA. Paskazia puts the ball ready on the penalty spot. And Paskazia, the referee's whistle says take it on. Tumwebaze with a goal for BUKKEDEA. 1-1. 1-1. And she faces congratulations. And now, penalty number 2 for Stahiza, and that will be Nakaiza Madina to take it on. Madina to take the second for Stahiza. And Madina shot number 5 for Stahiza. Ready to take on the penalty. Madina has it off target. And Stahiza missed that. Now BUKKEDEA just have to score all their remaining spots to go to the quarterfinals. And that was so unfortunate from Nakaiza Madina after a very good defensive game. And she loses it. Penalty 2 for Ndiona Fatuma BUKKEDEA. Ndiona Fatuma, she's been their set-piece specialist ever since the first blow of the whistle. She's been in charge of the goal kicks and long free kicks as well, and some of the corners. And here comes Ndiona. Ndiona is saved by Kembabazi Angela. Captain performance from the goalkeeper of Stahiza. And the game penalties remains 1-1 at the score. Very bad penalty from BUKKEDEA for a player that has had a very good game so far. And she misses. And on comes Isianzi Lilian, the goal scorer for the Stahiza goal. Isianzi ready to take on. And can the BUKKEDEA goalkeeper also put her team back in the game? We wait and see. Isianzi. And command for the referee to propose the motion. Isianzi has a very good penalty for Stahiza. Makes it 2 and has a nice celebration. 3 for Stahiza, 2 in, 1 missed. 2 for BUKKEDEA, 1 converted, 1 missed. And now the third to go for BUKKEDEA. And that is Apecho Elizabeth. She had the assist of the late equalizer. And she's been the best outfield player. She had to shift from defense to striking in search for a winning goal. And Apecho Elizabeth looking to be so confident. And Apecho has a very nice one. 2-2. 3 for each. 2 scored for each. And 1 missed. Apecho, that was so good, of a penalty in the roof of the goalposts. And that gave the goalkeeper no chance to have a save. And Stahiza have another one to come and convert for them. And that is a defender that has had a very good game. Namatovu Esther, shot number 18, Stahiza, to take on the next penalty. She's had a very good game. And on she comes. Namatovu Esther, checking the ball thoroughly. Probably not to be cut by razors. And Esther ready to take it on. Namatovu. And Namatovu converts a very identical penalty to Apecho's penalty. And now 4 taken for Stahiza and 3 converted. And that penalty was a true likeliness of the Apecho Elizabeth penalty. And that reminds me of a common Luganda saying, Banja lya mwenge, ligwa na mwenge. So tit for tat is a fair game. And now another penalty for BUKKEDEA. Nambusu Rita had a very good game in the midfield for BUKKEDEA. Nambusu. BUKKEDEA. And Nambusu, very good penalty for her. And she finds the back of the net as well. 4 for each, and 3 scored for each, and 1 miss for each. And for the first compulsory 5, that will be the last for Stahiza. And that is Jovia Nabaterega, shot number 15, to take the 5th penalty for Stahiza. And for some reason, the Stahiza penalty takers look to be so tired. They come in a little bit very slow. Let's see where Jovia Nabaterega plays the penalty for Stahiza. They really need it so bad. They led the game comfortably from the word go, but unfortunately considered a late equalizer. And Jovia, she looks so intimidated for the penalty. And Jovia, the referee's whistle allows her so much confidence. And Jovia, I predicted the intimidation and she misses it. And that was the that was so shaky of her. She spent 5 minutes to go from the center of the pitch to the penalty box and spent 1 more minute to walk and take the penalty and eventually missed it. That was a very bad penalty. Floppy penalty for Staiza. And now Bukedia have the last penalty. If that goes in, Bukedia will be in the quarterfinals. And that is Adam Grace, one of the best players for Bukedia. Converts and Bukedia are in the quarterfinals of the USSSA Ball Games 1 2026. Adam Grace converts the final penalty for them. And of course, nice dances from Bukedia. Wow. I like that. I like that. So much happiness for Bukedia. And that was a very, very good performance from them. And quarterfinal place, that is as good as it seems to be. And of course, very soon, we shall have some talk from the best player of the match.